Hello, welcome to another Gundam Battle Operation 2 video. That is the Doven wolf. Well, I'm pretty sure it's not pronounced Doven. I think it might be something else. I think Gendry told me what it is because that O is not it's not our English American O. No, it's pretty sure it's like a German O or something like that. But maybe somewhere in Europe. But yeah, initial thoughts on the Doven wolf. I managed to snag the level 1, which is 600, and the level 2 obviously goes to 650. And this thing has some really good plus sides and equal downsides. So for me, this has been like just a neutral suit because it doesn't swing both ways for me. Like, it doesn't swing either way for me in terms of it's good or not, because it just has some weird downsides, but it has some really great good sides. We'll start off with some initial thoughts. Oh fuck, I don't have my phone with me. I think I'll try. Oh yeah, okay. There's the. You saw the beam weapon there, that mega particle cannon. But yeah. Both its range, its beam and ballistic resistance is 28. I believe, if I remember correctly. Level 1, 600, Doven Wolf. 28. Its melee resistance is 10, which is extremely low for its health pool and all that. Its melee damage is 20, and its ranged melee strength, my bad, and its range strength is 40. I believe it has 125 speed, and the health is low on this thing. It's 15k. For as big as this suit is, damn, you will get shot at and you will probably die in a matter of hits. And with that low of melee resistance, 10, you can get one comboed by a lot of generals at this cost. Even raid types. Some of the raid types can one combo you. Obviously, something like the Mark II Keyblade can, but I'm pretty sure the Humbrabi can. The Mark II, the Gundam, the Mark II, even though that's not a raid type, but general, but that can one combo you. The Zeta, I think I remember Honey doing just a downswing on one of us, and he did like half our health, which is insane. So there's one downside for the suit, is that it has really low health and really low melee resistance. However, it does kind of make up for it in skill wise. It has both damage control and I really just forget the fucking name of this thing, even though I play as Zoc. Shock dampeners, there we go. So usually I hate damage control because it's literally one of the most useless weapons. One of the useless skills in this game. But paired up with the Doven Wolf's shock dampeners, that means you can't get stunned at all. So let's say if the enemy knows you're gonna go Doven Wolf, and they try to pick a rocket launcher, like let's say you're in a custom match or whatever. First match they use a rocket launcher, okay, he can't get instant stun. Next match they pick like a machine gun. Let's say like for whatever reason they use a Hyzak. Well, the Hyzak machine gun isn't going to stun you either, so now you're good, you're Gucci. The only thing they can do is try and go up to you and melee you, or just shoot you until you die. So they're kind of boned there. However, like I said, low health pool. Enough people shoot at you, you're just gonna outright die. You have no shields or anything. I will say though that there is a lot of weapons on this suit, and this feels like a support. And honestly, I'm kind of like, it really should have been a support. Especially like if it looks like a support, plays like a support. But if it has shock dampeners, then it's not a support. So. This could have been this could have been the Palace of Theme, but no, it's going to be on a general, and it's actually like straight up better than a support, damage wise, at least I think. Like, it does damage comparable to a support. Well, I said it's better, so I think better. It's got the beam rifle, which you can charge. It doesn't stun uncharged, but it does stun when you charge it up. It only adds like an extra 1,000 damage. It is like 2,000 damage, somewhere around there. Has really long range. Not like sniper range, but mid range, close to long range. It has the missiles on its little booster pack there. which can shoot a lot of missiles out. However, it stands still when it has to shoot it. It has the... Man, I'm trying to remember because there's a lot of weapons on this thing. It has Vulcans, I know that. It has the double beam spray, little shotgun thing. The thing the Zeusa has, but it has 2 of those. And pretty much does the same thing, where if you shoot somebody, it's going to stun them. It's kind of like either your defensive option, or you can boost at somebody and use that to catch them. And, oh man, this poor raid type. Pretty sure that's one of our friends there, but fucking dead. Oh man, I'm drawing blanks here. I'm pretty sure it has something else. It has the incom system, which is basically, something like what the Hama Hama has. And it goes around. It looks like it attacks from the sides, at least tries to. And it does little bits of damage here and there. It's really there for you to use with other weapons. Usually I have my beam rifle out when I use my incom, so I just add extra damage to it. I don't think I do it too much here, because a lot of weapons for me to memorize. And it also has the hyper beam launcher. I'm going to call it that. I'm pretty sure it goes by a different name here. But oh man, before that, the shoulder cannons it has. It has shoulder cannons, which they fire fast. They ready up pretty quickly, and you can snipe with them. It's really nice. Does a lot of damage, like 2,000 damage. You saw on that. I think that was a raid type I just fired at. And then now we get to the big old beam thing, which it reminds me of the Double Zeta's head cannon, but it's way better. Because, of course, you have shock dampeners and you have damage controls, so people will just shoot at you and you won't be able to do anything. You'll still be charging, and when you get it fully charged, if you saw from my kinda first match with the Doven Wolf, I did nearly one-shotted a GPO2, because I managed to get him past his shield. Almost hit his shield too, but yeah, almost one-shotted him, which is that's a lot of health gone. And then you can do half the health of certain generals, and a good chunk of damage on supports. It's very scary to look at, but yeah, you just don't try and fight that, because like I said, it's got damage control and shock dampeners. You're not going to be able to stun it in time. It'll just look at you and just continue charging, and then probably fire at you and maybe kill you. And oh, he just boned that Doven Wolf. Oh man, the Palestine should have got shock dampers too. Yeah, rain down some missiles. Not going to get too much there done. So overall, to me it's a good suit, but it's really easy to beat if you know what you're doing. It's hard to explain because you have so many useful tools. You're really flexible weapon wise, and combo wise too, because there's some pretty cool combos you can do with this suit. It's just you got suits let's say a DJ runs up on you, stuns you with a shotgun. You can't do anything about that shotgun either, because that shotgun will go through shock dampeners. So they shoot you with it at close range. Oh hey, mission complete. Top assist, top diversions, first place, awesome, pretty good. It's the DJ walk up to you, stun you with a shotgun, then melee you for nearly all your health. Or Humbrabi can come up to you, use its Sea Serpent, and then just absolutely fucking murder you. Because the thing doesn't have a dodge roll either. And I don't believe it has force injectors. Yeah, it doesn't have force injectors. No force injectors, no dodge roll. You have to take every hit. And oof, man, it's excruciating whenever a melee suit comes up on you. It makes the Gan look viable at 600 if you ever want to play Gan. This thing is kind of like the opposite of Qubelay. Now that I've played a few matches with it. The more Qubelays you have on a team, the more better you'll do. The higher the percentage to win is, but the more Doven Wolves you have on a team, your win chances go down by a lot. It's just because they can easily... it's not in this match. I think I have a match saved up somewhere where it was with Honey and all the other friends, and we had a bunch of Doven wolves. We had like 3, and they just bum rushed us, and we couldn't do anything about it. Even though we would get a counter off, you can't counter everybody, you know, especially not with some of the latency in this game. But yeah, you're going to have to take some of those hits, and like I said, you will not survive for very long. You will die like incredibly fast, almost embarrassingly fast with this suit. Also, I haven't experienced it yet because I put leg parts on this, but apparently if you don't have leg parts on this, its legs are super, and I mean like super paper weak, from what Stefan and Fruity Looty Boy told me. Which, along with this low health pool and melee resistance, holy shit, this thing, I wouldn't call it a glass cannon, I'd call it a paper cannon at that point. A paper mache cannon. You really have to be careful with this suit. So far as recommendations go, I would recommend this suit to support players that want to play a general and somebody that wants to play a more harder to learn suit, because it has weapon, it has the damage potential. Like, this thing can do a lot of fucking damage. It will certainly do that. It's really good in that aspect. But you have to be careful around enemies because they can fuck you up easily. And for some reason, a lot of people aren't intimidated by the Doven Wolf like they are with the Zoc whenever a Zoc's in close range. So if you try and go up to somebody for like a fucking melee swing or something, those, like, okay, that's funny. I'm gonna fight you now. This thing does have 2 melee priority, by the way. Only 1 swing though. Has balancers though, so that's good. Run up to somebody after stunning them with your beam spray shotgun attack, and then you can use your downswing immediately, and then you can start comboing them on the floor. So there's that. That's good for that. Like I said, the thing has got combos. So this thing, it's going to be a suit that will heavily reward players that will learn it, and heavily punish people who think they can just get away with just having shock dampeners and damage control on at the same time. Because all it takes is one dedicated Humbrabi to come up to you and just tickle your taint with its sea serpent, and you're pretty much dead. Like, literally, just it's as simple as that. Simple as a heavy stagger, and then you're dead. And you have to be careful because there's a few suits that can do that at 500, 550, 600, and fucking hell, 650. I thought the suit would be pretty good for 650. Then I remembered the Mark II Cubile existed, which this thing can do the damage against the Mark II Cubile. But if the Mark II Cubile even looks at it with its melee, holy shit, this thing's dead. Especially with its downswing. Oh my god. The Mark II Cubile will eat this thing alive. So it's a hard suit to call if it's going to be like super meta, because it does have stuff that will make it really good. Like, it just needs a little bit more health for me. Like, 1500 is a little bit too low. Give it, like, I don't know, a lot of suits at this cost have pretty, like, 17 is like almost the average, I would say. Give it 17. A lot of people are like, oh, it's the extra 2,000 for it. 2,000 can go a lot of ways. It can definitely help out. Maybe, bulk it up a little bit more since it's kind of bulky. Give it like 18,000. Make it like a tank, Speaking of, this thing is way better than fucking Schwarzenegger Diaz. I mentioned that because, what good is a tank if you can destroy it with a fucking knife? With the Schwarzenegger Diaz, this thing is a way better Schwarzenegger Diaz. So if you somehow like playing Schwarzenegger Diaz, which I feel mercy for you, play the Doven Wolf, try and get it. It's going to be way better. If you're disappointed with how the Palace Athene turned out, the Doven Wolf is way better. Honestly, this thing should have been a support, because literally it is a support. The way it plays and the way it has to do things, it's a support, but they just made it a general because why not? Yeah, I think that's gonna be in this video. If you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like, subscribe if you want. I'd really appreciate it. And type up in the comment section what you feel about the Doven Wolf. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Again, I'm really iffy on it if I like it or not, because I guess I have to repeat myself like the 5th time for this point. There's a lot of things about the suit that's really good, but then some stuff that's like, oh man, that really drags it down. This thing it'll be good to have one of this on your team for 600 or 650, because the damage output is really that good. Having 2 of these is probably not optimal, and having more than 2 is you're crazy at that point. So having one to have that massive damage hitting general be pretty damn good to have on your team, and then you can have your other generals kind of protect them. It's a pseudo support. And, he can still kind of go toe-to-toe in melee range, even though I just told you that, it's really bad at, melee resistance. It does have some melee stuff you can do with its beam spray, shotgun blast thing, and, its balancers and all that. So it can definitely put up a fight if somebody comes up to you. You just have to be very careful especially if they have a heavy stagger. But, yeah, I think that'll be it for the Doven Wolf. I'll definitely keep playing it some more, because I still have to learn some of the stuff about it, because like I said, there's so many weapons. I have to figure out which to use where to use when, how and why. I like to try and use the incom systems while doing something else besides the beam rifle, but I think that'll probably be like the main thing to use it with, unless you want to do the double barrel, the beam spray shotgun at somebody, then do your downswing and have the incoms do all that crazy shit at the same time. Yeah, very interesting suit though. Just wished it was a support. But yeah, man, we gotta start getting some for 650 though, because Cubile and the Mark II Cubile are absolutely dominating there. Especially this suit. I thought this suit would at least calm down the swell of Cubiles, but kinda sorta. But yeah. But with that, I'll see you guys later. Bye.